welcome back to Up the Villa podcast. This is our tactical debrief / match reaction for Crystal Palace 5, Aston Villa 0. We end the season as we started with a game in which we conceded 5 goals, but the middle part has been absolutely sensational. It has been a dream, and I've absolutely loved it. So, before we get into it, Villa have just dropped the new badge. So, the badge that's going to be on the shirts next season, the new badge is official. This is what we are going with, and I've liked it from day one, to be fair. I think it's nice. I like it. There's nothing that I really dislike about it. I kind of like that the font's at the bottom. The lion looks decent. It's claret. It's got a bit of blue in it. It's got a lion. It's got a star. So I think for me personally, it's kind of got everything that I want and need from a Villa badge. So we went to Selhurst Park against Palace and we've lost 5-0. And the one takeaway that I will take away from the start of the game was that the monumental job and task that the players have been able to do, riding on fumes going into this last game of the season. Team news comes out. There's no Martinez. There's no Tielemans. There's no Leon Bailey. You know, we've seen that those have had injuries in recent weeks anyway. You know, we've seen the strapping on Bailey. We've seen Tielemans came in on Monday and he's now out the team. We know that Martinez has been playing with an injury as well. So for those players to be going through the pain barrier the last couple of games to get Villa over the line to qualify for the Champions League has been absolutely fantastic. And I'm so proud of all of them for putting in that job and getting us to go over the line, because we all know that the last couple of weeks that we've literally been running on fumes. We've been running on empty, and we've got into this last game and we've made these changes, and I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed we've conceded 5 goals, and I'm disappointed that we've lost the game of football. But in the grand scheme of the game, like from where we've been and what's happened to us to get to this stage, I just can't be annoyed. I can't be frustrated. I can't be annoyed whatsoever, because the job has already been done from Villa's point of view. And this game was just one of those where it's the end of the season. Sometimes there's those freak results. You got to look at our team, what we've put out today. It's an absolute million miles off what we would want to put out. And that's just the bottom line. That's just the way it is. I feel like I'm talking facts, and that's just the way it is, you know. I actually felt like first half we played okay. Felt like we controlled large parts of that game, and we got caught a couple of times. And, you know, they're playing fantastically well. We've spoke about how well they're playing all week. They're in a massive purple patch of their season. Everything's going well for them. Everybody's in confidence. Everybody's fit and fighting and raring to go, apart from Hughes. Eze and Elise are on fire. And unfortunately, they've come up against the Villa side for us that are nowhere near off our levels what we've been this season. And these things happen. You know, a team that's firing on all cylinders against a very depleted Villa team. You know, I'm not going to sit here and start moaning and whining and slating players and slating performance, because it's just not right for the season that we've had. So, yeah, that's just where I'm at. And that's just my mindset going into this last game. This is one of those days where I won't even remember probably that this result has even happened. I think that's how I'll feel sort of in a couple of weeks. Next season, you'll just be like, you're remembering all the good results, and then this one will just be one where you're like, whatever. Right, so let's have a little look then at our average positions then on how both teams played. So you can see that Crystal Palace played with their 5 at the back. So you've got their 3 defenders that are sitting and holding. You've got Richards, you've got Anderson, and you've got Klein. You've got the right back, Munoz, who's getting in an advanced area. and you've got Mitchell as well. You've got two holders in there in Wharton and Gueye, and then we've got that front three of Eze, Elise, and Mateta. From a Villa point of view, it looks okay there, doesn't it? It looks how we'd maybe sometimes expect it to see. You've got your left back, your two central defenders, your right back, two players holding, two players either side of the double pivot, and then you've got your strikers and your forwards. The tail of the game, we've got 55% possession from Palace, 45% possession for Aston Villa. We had one big chance. We had 8 shots. They had 15 shots, 3 big chances. Our goalkeeper made 4 saves. Theirs made 2. We've got total shots of 15 against our 8. We have got 3 big chances scored from Palace, and we've got 1 big chance missed from Aston Villa. That would have been Moussa Diaby. And then we've got accurate passes, Aston Villa 385, 487 for Palace. 43% of our duels were won, and 57% of the duels won were for Palace. We had 20% of our tackles were won, and they had 68%, which is really high. You can see the form guide. Palace, win, 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 draw, win. And Villa's a loss, draw, won. So, very scratchy from Villa, which is what we've been going into anyway. If we have a look at some of the big numbers, then we'll move to the big numbers from a Villa point of view. We've got Luiz, 94% passing accuracy. We've got Luca Dean, 79. Chambers, we've got 92%, which was quite high. McGinn, 85%. Long Lane, 92. Conta, 78. Diaby, 93. We've got duels then. So we've got Diaby won none of his duels. We've got Long Lane won half of his duels. McGinn won 4 out of 7. We've got Kellyman that won 1 out of 2. Irabunum won none out of 3. Luca Dean won 7 out of 11. Watkins won 3 out of 9. We've got Luiz won 1 out of 4. Duran won 4 out of 8. So I feel like this is just going to be a short, sharp and sweet one based on the game for me. You know that I am not going to do a video basically just because we lost. But, in total, the season has been absolutely incredible. The best season that I have ever had watching Aston Villa. So the plan for the channel in the next couple of days is we are going to be doing a lot of content based on the season. We've got the season review that's going to be out at 8 o'clock tomorrow. That's going to be a live stream. And then we've got varying content out throughout the week. And then probably next week, so not the week coming up, the week after, we'll start our transfer hubs. The window doesn't open until the 14th. So we'll hammer that. We're going to be doing Euros watch-alongs as well. So we're going to be doing every 8 o'clock kickoff. And then we might do some of the other games that are happening in the day as well. So we've got plenty of content throughout the summer. But I want to concentrate on how good this season's been to start with, because it's been a mad one. It's been stressful. But I think it's important to reminisce, look back, be proud, and enjoy the season, what we've had, before we turn our attention to anything remotely of next season. So it's a bit short. It's a bit sweet. We've lost 5-0. We've qualified for the Champions League. Up the Villa.